Welcome to Xtra, presented by VDG Sports. I am your host, Vince Douglas Gregory. No filter. Very censored. You can follow Xtra on Twitter at Xtra VDG. You can follow Xtra on Twitter at Xtra VDG. Check out the website as well. That is xtra.vdgsports.com. I will repeat it, but you know it. There's a YouTube as well. VDG Sports. Everything is there. Like, subscribe, and share. And basically, do what it is you do there. Even comment if you must. Even comment if you must. This episode is not being sponsored by VinceDouglasGregory.com. VinceDouglasGregory.com is where you can find me. My socials are there. My well-being. Well, you can't find my well-being there, but if you would like to know my well-being and everything in between, it's there. It is there. Even a little TMI and episodes that the sponsored will be there. Episodes of Xtra that get sponsored will be there. Basically the video. But this episode is not, I repeat, not being sponsored by VinceDouglasGregory.com. I will spell it, but you go back and review historical documents on how to spell it, or I suggest you ask a friend because peeps will know. And this is not me shaming you or attempting to shame you for not knowing how to spell it, because it's definitely a hard word to spell. It is definitely a hard name to spell. Noobs, thank you for giving me an opportunity. Thank you for giving me a chance. I really appreciate it. Thank you kindly. Even if it's just for the 1 second and you checked out, or the 2 or the 10, however long you decide that you wish to listen, that you wish to just hear my thoughts. Thank you. Regs, we're back at it again. Regs, we do what we do. Regs, this feels like every day, but it's not every day. And we definitely have a special bond that we're still trying to develop and come up with, or even make a word for. Keep up the good work. One day we'll get there. One day we will get there. I didn't know which direction that I wanted to go. I did not know where I actually wanted to go. And then I was just thinking upon thinking upon thinking and just reviewing the mental historical documents that I have in my head. Total recall, that is. And I got to the section of college. I got to the section of university, and there was a lot of things that actually stood out. And I can just keep it short, which I haven't said that in a long time. And to keep it short, peeps, this is definitely something that you can appreciate. Granted, it's not going to be short as a couple of episodes previous. It's not going to be that short, but I'm going to try. I will try. The recall was about university, about the college. And I came up with a theme that I can pretty much wrap around the majority, if not all of my interactions socially with these words. I would say it was one word, but it's not really one word. It's a combination, but it's a concept, I guess. Yeah, I can say it's a concept. And I'm not gonna say it's frightening because it's not. I'm not gonna say it's weird because it's not. I'm not gonna say it's different because it's not. I'm not gonna say it's peculiar because it is not. I will say that I don't know if I still have that problem. And if I do, it's been going over my head. Basically, if I do, it's been going over my head. But then again, I utilize intuition and gut feelings now. Therefore, I don't think it's an issue. And keyword think. Hold that thought. It'll make sense when I get there. Hold that thought. It'll make sense when I get there. Well, what I came up with the university is misreading, misinterpreting, misunderstanding. You can pick, you can choose. This is your adventure. I'm just the narrator. Situations. And I'm not going to get into the certain situations just because I don't kiss and I don't tell. That is just something I don't do. Maybe I flirted with the issue in the past, or maybe I misstepped in the past. But as of now, as of today, it is definitely something that I don't do and I don't get involved with. So I'm going to keep that part out. But there are other situations that I can bring in that can highlight the point. But the kissing and tell part, no. As far as with misreading situations, that's and I can interpret it for you too. Me and relationships when it comes to, or even certain friendships when it comes to women. I'm not going to go down that route, and I'm not going to bring any of that up. That's not going to happen. But I'll just keep it to what I can and will discuss and talk about. And there are a lot of situations that I can think of that comes up and that fits that, but not the other part. No. That's just not going to happen on any terms ever. Anyway, so there was this one time that I that came to mind for sure. Misreading in a situation. And I don't think it necessarily was me misreading the situation. It was everyone else misreading the situation, or me being in character. Just a little bit too deep, but it was necessary for me to be in character for the situation to play out the way it played out. And I did give a warning about me being in character. I guess they didn't think that I could pull it off, or they didn't think that I would be that believable. I don't know, because I really didn't ask that question. I just explained after the situation over with. It's like, no, we're good. We're cool. Nothing really happened, I don't think. I may have mentioned this before, and I'm going to try to tie it in while also keeping it short, which I think I'm going to fail to do that one, but who knows? It's possible. The sky might be yellow. It's possible. Okay, that was a situation way back, university days, where my roommate's friend came over, and I guess she got into it with some other students there, and they got in a fight or something. I don't know, because I really wasn't there. So that part was true, I guess. I really wasn't there. I just heard about it, and she was explaining, she, I don't know, beat some girl up. I think, I don't know. I really don't know. All I know is the next day or even the next week, we had to go to a meeting. We had to meet with whatever those people were called at the university and explain the situation, because I guess the person that she got in a tussle with lived on the same floor, basically a couple rooms down. And this was co-ed. This was a co-ed building, so there's men, women living on the same floor and all that stuff. So that's not a thing. That's no biggie. The biggie is the actual whatever happened. And so to get the story straight, my point was, it's like, hey, this is your friend. I don't know your friend like that. I'm not going down for your friend. So how about this? We don't know the person. I don't know the person. And you just let me, I don't know the person. And maybe you lie and you go along with that. I'm just going to be truthful and honest and say, I don't know who this person is. I don't know. Well, the thing about that, well, there's a lot of things about that I might be able to flush out, but I don't think it's going to happen, especially if I'm keeping it short. Okay, so we're talking, we're discussing, and I basically say, look, I don't know this person. I don't know the girl. And the main point, which I got to be a truth teller here. I wasn't there. I was not there. I don't know the person. I know of the person. I don't know the person, and I wasn't there. And that was the story that I stuck to. That was the character that I built. That was the energy that I was putting off. That was the confidence that I was displaying because it was the truth. And they went back, and of course they reviewed the tapes, because there's security and there's like video and all that stuff. And so there's video of it going in, this and that, but there's no video of the person going to our room or leaving our room. So it just happened right outside. So it worked out in the long run. Misreading the situation, my roommates thought I was upset, thought I was actually mad. No, I have to be upset and I have to be mad or show the appearance of that, because it is true. I don't know this person. Why am I getting blamed or potentially blamed for something I have no control over, something that doesn't involve me? Misread of a situation. And that's one example. Another example that comes to mind. Another example that comes to mind. When it came time for me to, let's say, get my own place, I was going to get my own place with my friend. But here's the thing. I'm a little bit constructive's not the correct word to use, but I just wanted to say the C word because the C word is fun to say at times. The C word is fun to say at times. I'm a little bit of a planner and like structure and like to have, or like to know and have knowledge and like to build things up to a certain point. And I was going around looking for places, looking for condos, looking for apartments, looking for somewhere to live. And I told my potential roommate, it was like, hey, I'm going to be looking for spots. What's up? And I really didn't hear anything back, but I was told that, okay, you know, I'll go in with you. I was like, all right, cool. But here's the thing. I had a certain deadline in mind. And I was trying to make and reach that deadline. Maybe I didn't communicate it properly. Maybe my communication skills wasn't what they are today. All I know is I was getting closer and closer to the deadline, and then getting closer and closer to the deadline and not actually hearing anything back, and not actually looking with my potential roommate for spots, because I don't know, maybe out of town doing something. I don't know. I know my awareness was to the point of I was frightened that I was going to end up with nothing, and I needed something to prove it. It was just like a large rabbit hole that I had to go down. I had to like prove certain things, and I had to be like in a spot a certain day. And there were just so many different deadlines, so many different mechanisms that I had to do and had to reach before. I thought I communicated that properly. And as it got closer and closer, I guess I misread the situation as, okay, you aren't really caring, or you aren't really into this as much as I am. So I'm just going to do my own thing. And so I end up getting a condo by myself. And when the person popped back up, it was like, hey, you want, I'm like, you're like a couple weeks late. I'm sorry. Misreading or misread the situation. And that's another event. That's another time. And hopefully you've been holding on to that thinking part, because let's go and bring that issue or bring that thinking back up. That was me thinking things out. That was me relying on thought. That was me trying to calculate the math, the equations, the possibilities, and what have you. And it wasn't me depending on anticipation. It wasn't me depending on gut feeling. It wasn't me just going with the flow, having enough information, being prepared to a certain point and going with the flow for the rest, because anticipation and gut feelings would have taken over and would have led me down the right direction that I needed to go. See? And that's only those couple of events. There are more. But it's like I said, though, the rest may or may not be communicated in the future, but the kissing and telling part, nah, that's not happening unless intuition said so. But the way I'm looking at it, intuition, gut feeling, I just don't feel it. I just don't feel it.